Cassiopeia possessed great beauty, and over time, her pride grew into arrogance. She would stand before her court draped in jewels and royal silk, boasting not only of her own beauty, but of her daughters as well. Though her daughter, Andromeda, truly was beautiful, but beauty often invites disaster. One day, Cassiopeia declared that she and Andromeda were more beautiful than the Nereids, the sea nymphs beloved by the gods themselves. It was not merely pride, it was an insult to the sea. The Nereids carried the insult to Poseidon, and the sea god's wrath was terrible. Without warning, storms descended upon the kingdom. Massive waves crashed against the shores. Ships were torn apart like leaves in a storm. Then something worse came. A sea monster, sent by Poseidon himself. The creature emerged from the depths like a nightmare, vast, scaled, and unstoppable. It destroyed everything in its path, dragging the kingdom into fear and chaos. The people begged their king for salvation. Desperate, King Cepheus sought guidance from the oracle, but the answer he received was horrifying. The gods demanded a sacrifice. To save the kingdom, the princess had to be chained to the rocks beside the sea and offered to the monster.
Fear spread through the kingdom like wildfire. At first, they waited for the king to act, but he could not, because Andromeda was not simply a princess, she was his daughter. He ordered stronger defenses along the coast, sent soldiers to hunt the beast, offered treasures, but nothing worked. The monster kept coming, but when the prophecy spread across the kingdom, panic consumed the people, and anger became rebellion. The people gathered outside the palace gates in massive crowds, shouting into the storm-filled night, "Save the kingdom! Give the gods what they demand!" Andromeda saw the torment in her father's eyes. If my death will save them, then let it end with me. The day of the sacrifice arrived beneath a sky of black clouds and cold rain. The people gathered along the cliffs in fearful silence, in desperate hope that one innocent life might save thousands more. And through the crowd walked Andromeda. As Andromeda was bound to the stone, the crowd fell completely silent. Then suddenly, the sea began to churn violently. Waves rose unnaturally high. Something enormous was approaching from beneath the water. People began screaming and retreating up the cliffs. The monster was coming. Andromeda, chained helplessly against the rocks, waiting for death to rise from the sea. She lifted her eyes toward the storm-dark horizon. Far above the ocean, another figure. Crossing the sky with a flying horse?
Perseus was returning from his victory over Medusa. The Gorgon's head hung at his side, wrapped tightly in a dark cloth. Then he saw her, a woman chained to a jagged rock beside the sea. She did not scream for help. She simply stared toward the horizon. Perseus landed beside her. Then he noticed the crowds gathered far above the cliffs, soldiers, citizens, even a king and queen watching, waiting for their princess to die. The beast emerged slowly from the depths. He drew his sword and rose into the sky, using the winged sandals gifted by the nymphs. The creature lunged upward. Its breath smelled of salt and blood. He struck, but the blade barely pierced its scales. He attacked again from above, driving his sword into the creature's neck. Dark blood poured into the ocean. But the beast only became angrier. It slammed Perseus across the rocks beside the shore, shattering stone around Andromeda. His sword slipped from his hand. The beast twisted violently, and for the first time since facing Medusa, he felt fear, the fear of failing. And then, his hand touched the cloth at his side, Medusa's head. Even now, he could feel its terrible power pulsing beneath the fabric. The creature opened its jaws again, ready to tear him apart. He ripped away the cloth covering the Gorgon's face, then stretched out his arm and held Medusa's head directly before the beast. Everything stopped. The roar died in the monster's throat. Its eyes widened. Its massive body froze mid-step. Slowly, the scales hardened into stone.
Cracks spread across its body like frost across ice. Its claws turned gray. Its open jaws became solid rock. The people on the cliffs stared in disbelief. Even the king himself could not speak.